Hi guys! So in today's video, I'm going to be trying to finish my Goodreads goal for the year. So this video might even turn into reading for 24 hours because at this rate, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's literally the 29th of December, so I need to finish a lot of books in like 2 or 3 days. 2.5 days max, honestly. My goal for this year was to read 40 books. If you watched one of my other videos, I mentioned this. I've read 35 out of 40, so I only need to read 5 books, and some books I've already started, so it's kind of like a head start, but I'm still kind of stressing because I really want to finish my Goodreads goal. This is what I'm going to be picking up. Keeping 13, and I also read a lot of this last night too. I already started this like way months ago in the year, and I only have this much left. Easy head start. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to finish this. It is 3:15 p.m. right now. Starting this kind of late, so I might be up pretty late tonight trying to finish some books. But let's just get to reading. Also, my sweatshirt, Dublin, Ireland. I love them so much. They just hold such a special place in my heart. I love them so much. Johnny and Shannon forever. I'm gonna start crying. I can't do this. Oh my gosh. So I just finished Keeping 13 and I'm so sad. I know that there's more books, but there's no more Johnny and Shannon books. And I could actually like cry for hours about this because they're my favorite, like literally favorite couple ever. This is like my favorite books ever. Everything they've been through together, like if you haven't read Binding 13, you need to right now. I know it's big. I know the font is small. I know it's a really long book, but it is so worth it. And I love them so much. 5 stars. If you haven't guessed that already, 5 stars. I'm gonna go ahead and start my next book because time limit. I don't know what I want though. I kind of want to read one of my books that I got for Christmas. We're at my little stack. So first option, the Natural series. I could start the first book of this because it's a young adult quick read and there's only 300 pages in it. I also thought about these. Flawless. That has like 400 pages though. Or the 7-Year Slip, which is about 330 pages. Those are my top options. Okay, I think I'm gonna read this. Okay, I'm so excited. Time. I am a little less than halfway through the Naturals. I'm eating this book up. And since I've watched Criminal Minds, I feel like that makes this book easier to picture in my head because I've like seen the show. I don't know, but this book is so easy to read. Like this was so quick to read because based on Keeping 13, like this is so easy. I would be on one page for like a solid few minutes on Keeping 13, but I'm just breezing on through this and I'm loving it. I really like the characters. I'm interested to read more about them and what will happen within the next few books and also what will happen between some of the characters. I got a little glimpse of that and I don't know what to think. Basically, there's this head guy of like the FBI and he's forming this little group of naturals. And basically those are like 17-year-old, they're like young, they're like teenagers basically that have natural gifts of profiling, or there's like a guy that can like tell your emotions really easily. Basically he's like recruiting all of them and then they go to this like house and they're just like learning how to be better, and they're like, it's like a school for the FBI and helping them further their abilities and stuff, and I love it. And I'm just gonna keep reading and I'll probably come back whenever I finish it because I'm just speeding on through it. I'm trying to debate if I want to start the next book because I have it, so I don't know. We'll see how this ends to see if it's a cliffhanger or something and I need to start the next book. So I haven't finished the book yet. I literally only have that much left though, and it's starting to really creep me out. Like I can't spoil anything, but what's happening, I was starting to like guess. Like whenever I'm reading these types of books or whenever I was even watching Criminal Minds, I always wanted to like try to guess some of the stuff, and I guessed this right, kind of, like half of it. It's like starting to creep me out. Like, so once I finish this book, I don't think I'm gonna pick up the next one. I think I'm gonna read like a cute little romance book because I'm starting to get kind of creeped out. Tell you guys a theory, but it's a spoiler. I have a theory that I hope isn't true about something, and if it's true I'm gonna be so devastated. I think that I figured it out. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right about this. I'm distraught. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be right. I'm like sweating. You know, whenever you're reading an intense book, you just start like sweating, or it's not even intense. It honestly happens whenever I finish like almost all my books. I just start like sweating. Oh my gosh, I was right. No! What happened? Okay, wait. Okay, so I was wrong, but that was like another suspicion that I had, but I wasn't like stuck to that one. So technically I was wrong, which I'm glad about. I'm sorry, this is not a reading vlog, but it's the type of book that I need to talk about, so I'm just gonna talk about it with you guys without spoilers. I made it to part 4. Gosh, that was a freaking plot twist. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've decided that I've given enough reactions to this book, and I'm just gonna come back when I finish it, which is not that much. I finished the book. I'm so tired. It really got me. I did think that I guessed it, and then I was completely wrong. And the whole time that I was saying like, oh my gosh, I was right, I was thinking like, am I really right? Because it was literally mid-chapter, like anything could happen. So I was wrong, but I'm glad that I was wrong because I did not want that to be true. And if you read this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This book was amazing. I loved it. As of now, I would give it a 4.5, but my rating could change as I like sit on my feelings about this book. I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't read it, you need to read it. I'm not gonna pick up the next book though. I want good vibes because I'm probably about to go to sleep. I kind of am pulling an all-nighter, but not at the same time. The next book is a random book that I found at Books A Million, and I took a picture of it because I thought it was cute, and then I looked it up to see if it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it is. So I'm gonna be reading that. Also, I play with my pop socket when I'm reading on my Kindle, and it broke. This is the book that I was talking about, by the way. Sorry, I totally got distracted. It's called Night Shift by Annie Crown. I'm gonna put a picture of the cover on the screen because this doesn't know justice. But I saw that cover in the store and I was just like, so cute. It's pink and it's sports and books, romance. Like, I need this. And it's only 283 pages on the Kindle, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna read this. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tonight, but I really want to try to at least get 30% done. I doubt I'll finish it. I'd be surprised if I got halfway done, honestly. But yeah, I'm just gonna read this until I literally can't hold my eyes open anymore. I'm on page 134 of the book, and it's 4:50 a.m. I'm such a slow reader. I thought I would give a little update of what the book is about and if I'm enjoying it, because I'm probably just gonna read a little bit more and go to bed. Basically, it follows Vincent, who is like a popular basketball player, like the most popular one on the team, and Kendall. I always forget the girl's name for some reason. Anyways, sorry if I sound crazy. I'm literally so tired. Another thing that's happening is I don't know if these little parts in the book are good or if I'm just like so delirious that I'm like eating it up, because these little things that like will happen and I'm just like, at the same time, it's not like my favorite book. Like, it's not great. Like, there's been some cringy stuff, and then I feel like it's also started too quickly, if that makes sense. Like, within the first chapter, like, they were making out. Or the first, not the first chapter, but the first encounter. I didn't really like it. It happened too quickly, but at the same time, I'm also eating it up right now. Anyways, she works at the library in the night shift, and she was working, and he comes in, and he's grumpy, and he needs a poetry book for his essay. So they go, and they're, like, trying to find it, and she's a big romance reader, so she's having these, like, fantasies about him and her like hooking up, and that we get that throughout the whole book so far, of her like imagining like if this was a book he would do this, and it's just like, I don't know if it's making it more realistic because it is a book and it's making me think that this is real. I think that's because I'm so tired and delirious, but like at the same time I don't like how much it's saying it, you know? Like when a main girl likes reading, she talks about it too much, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, they end up making out while they're trying to find the book, and it's very steamy session. They end up reading some poetry together. Saying it out loud sounds kind of cringy, but it's actually good in the book. At least I think it is. I'm also sleep deprived right now, but I'm enjoying it. I like how different they are, and it's weird because there's a trope that happens in the book, and she's talking to her friend and she's like talking about the tropes of romance books, but it's also this trope romance book, and it's just like really hurting my head to try to explain, but hopefully you understood what I was trying to get at. Anyways, I'm 46% done, which I met my mark. I wanted to make it 30% done, but I also just like wanted to keep reading, but now I'm hitting the point where I'm really tired. I'm just gonna keep reading until I fall asleep. Ignore how I look right now. I've literally just been laying in bed all day, but it's the next day and I finally finished Night Shift. It was cute. It's just a little sports romance. It's not the best sports romance I've ever read. There was good parts in the book. There was also some other things I didn't like though. The fact that the main girl is like a big reader, so like the whole time she's talking about like miscommunication trope, pregnancy trope, oh this happens in the book, oh I'm not the main character, and it's like the whole book. I didn't really like it that much because it is a book and she is the main character, and there is kind of a miscommunication trope in this, which I don't really like miscommunication tropes. Overall, I think I would give it a 3.25. I was gonna give it a 3.5 stars, but the end, I didn't enjoy it that much. I kind of like skimmed through the the end because it was just like those scenes, like the whole last quarter of the book was just them doing stuff, and I was just like, how to read in this? It's like so many pages long of them just doing stuff, and I just wanted something else, or I wanted to be done. But anyways, it was a good book. I think I give it like a 3 or 3.25 stars. If you want a quick sports romance book, go for it. Now I'm gonna update my Goodreads. Also, I got Tropical Smoothie. I love Tropical Smoothie. Okay, so Goodreads is literally not working. I think that I only have 2 books left. Ever since I finished the Naturals book, that's all I can think about. That's literally all I can think about this morning when I woke up. Like, I wanted to just read the next one. So that's gonna be the next book that I'm bringing for this video, and I'm not gonna pick it up right now because I have to go do something, but I'm probably gonna stay up tonight and read it. So I will see you when I get back to start Killer Instinct. So I'm back home and it is like midnight. It is officially the last day of the year and I have to read 2 more books. Yeah, no, I'm not reading full-length books. I'm sorry, I really do want to read Killer Instinct. Follow my Goodreads below if you want to see what I think about it, because I will eventually read it, but I'm not reading it in this video. I literally looked up stuff on TikTok that was like short books to finish Goodreads Goal, and I found a Christmas book. And I know it's not Christmas anymore, but like, it's still December, so it's okay. It's only 80 pages. It's The Resting Scrooge Face by Megan Quinn, and I'm just about to binge this. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's gonna be that good if it's only 80 pages, but a book is a book. A book is a book. So I picked the next book. Oh, by the way, I finished the last one. It was pretty good actually for it only being like 80 pages. It was actually really good. Basically it follows Nola and Caleb, and they were like high school sweethearts. They were their first loves and everything, but then they broke up. They live in like this cute little small town that celebrates Christmas, and she ends up moving away, which is why they like broke up or whatever. And then she comes back like years later and he regrets breaking her heart and not going with her, and basically they don't like Christmas right now because they don't have each other and they're just annoyed with all the Christmas stuff. And then they end up like writing letters to each other, which I thought was so cute, and they didn't know that it was each other, and it was a really cute book. I give it like a 3 stars, which I didn't think I was gonna give, but I feel like anything below a 3 stars is just not good enough, so solid 3 stars. Next, which I already started reading, it's called The Gift by Frida McFarlane, and it's just a short novella. Basically what I've gotten so far is it follows Stella, I think her name is, the main girl, and she's like really broke and she's trying to get her husband a Christmas gift, and it's Christmas Eve, but she doesn't have anything, and it's like their first Christmas together after they've been engaged. I mean, after they've been married. So she wants to give him something nice, and this old lady that's at the diner that she works at like offers her a gift for a trade to like come by her store and stuff, and that's what I'm reading. It's pretty creepy. The old lady's really creepy. I know her writing, she writes like thrillers, mysteries, but this is the last book. There's literally only 51 pages in this. I'm reading like little novellas because I just really want to finish my goal and finish this video, and I know it's not like long books, but it's still a little story and I'm reading it. I'm just gonna read this and try not to fall asleep. I did turn my camera on and film this because I was literally like just finished The Gift by, I forget the author's name. I said Frida McFarlane earlier. Is that a person? Did I just make that up? It's Frida McFadden. I just finished it. That was something else. Going like reading through it, I was like, have I read this before? Like, this story sounds familiar from my English class, but it's like a retelling of The Gift of the Magi story. It was definitely something. I was not expecting that. I give it like a 2 stars on Goodreads. I don't really know what my rating is because I didn't really like enjoy it. I was just reading it to read it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go follow my socials linked in the description. Goodreads, of course, I keep everything updated on there about what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!